Guys, look at this. 87% of the people watching HVBR aren't even subscribed. So if you're one of those 87% and you're enjoying the Birmingham Rollers, the breeding, the competitions, and the journey we're building here at HVBR, hit that subscribe button and join the family. It's free, it helps the channel massively, and I'd love to have you along for the journey. Let's build the HVBR family together.
Honestly, I didn't know I was going to make this video. So after our nationals, as you know, if you watch the video, I paired up my pigeons to get them breeding, and that was probably the worst start I ever got to any breeding season since doing this. Yeah, so basically, eggs were abandoned, some eggs broken. I've got no clue, guys, what happened and what the reasoning might be, but I've split up all my breeding pairs, and now I'm trying to figure out and trying to like assess what has happened. I'll show you guys now, but I pulled out all the pairs, broke them up, and thought, okay, let's give them a 2-week break, or like to sit apart, and then I will try again on the 16th of August. But that also gave me the opportunity to overthink things, and now there's 2 changes that I made that I'll show you guys now briefly. So yeah, stick around. I'm also gonna tell you guys my opinion for all the new guys, all the new fanciers, how to build a family, how to get started and build a family. Well, my opinion at least. Everybody has their own techniques, own ways of doing it, so this is what I would recommend and would think that would work. So yeah, basically there's no females in here, just the male sitting here again. So after I split them up, I did clean the loft, clean the breeding boxes and all of that, and yeah, so basically, I mean, a trusted breeding hen, my foundation hen, she just laid eggs and left them. Same with the bottom left, left them. 2 other pairs laid, one night fine, second night fine, came here the 3rd night, eggs broken. So yeah, that is basically was the worst thing. And then I basically just put all up again. Don't mind the mess, I'm also cleaning the loft. But yeah, so I basically I just split the hens again, so they can get a chance to chill. I can give them some calcium, some vitamins and everything, just to boost them up again completely. But what also happened is, for instance, Willy bars. Well, yes, it was her first time, so I can't knock her too much. But she laid her eggs, but in here after when they were split already, and she didn't lay eggs. She laid yolks. And to me it says calcium deficiency. I don't know. Well, that's what I think, or I do know. So yeah, I'm like giving them some calcium supplements and all of those things to get them. But this little blue hen that was in my competition kit that I paired her with her brother in box 9, if you remember, she laid in here after the pairs already split up. And then I didn't want to waste the egg, even though she was the only one that actually laid a proper egg. So what I did was, the parlor tumblers were also overdue for laying the egg. My big brain thought, well, why don't I give them the egg and look if they will start breeding on it. And truths, they did. They took the egg, like they were like, oh, we've got an egg, we have to breed on it. I checked it now before starting recording. The egg is fertile, so hopefully they sit the full duration. So I'll have 1 baby out of the mishap. Crazy things with the Chinese owls. One pair laid as well, I think also broke eggs, but didn't look interested in breeding. The second pair laid eggs, didn't constantly breed on them, so the eggs were in the developing stage and then never developed further. So they literally just stopped breeding on the eggs yesterday, so I'm going to clean all their lofts as well. So yeah, I didn't lie when I said what a disaster. It's absolutely been like a shocker and a rude awakening to like reassess and see what's the issue, what's going on. But yeah, so basically I'm gonna clean my lofts, but here's like a little like presentation, I guess, or whatever, or the thing about starting a family with Birmingham Rollers, especially if you're a new guy. What I think is the right thing to do, because I've been watching one or two pigeon or bird influencers start with rollers and just, in my opinion, not doing it correctly. So I'll give you my viewpoint on that, and yeah, so stick around. Before that, I lied. I actually first want to show you the changes that I made in the pairings. Two changes. I'll put them there in the walking ring quickly and show you. Well, first of all, my updated walking ring, and then what I have changed. So basically, if you watch my previous video, this cock that I put in box 203, he's the brother of the cock sitting in box 3. If you don't remember, just watch my previous video. So he would have been paired up with my foundation, but I felt bad. My foundation didn't have a break at all for a few breeding seasons. So I thought, you know what, let me give him a break, and I'll breed this male with his brother's daughter. Same thing I'm doing with him. She started rolling in this last month and a half like a rocket. So yeah, foundation in, out, this hen in. As you guys can see, she's already keen. And then, if you guys can remember, I had in box 7, I had that big blue check male up with the mottle hen, and yeah, so after breaking up the pairs and I split them up, I thought to myself, you know what, I might have a better idea. So this is a direct daughter from my foundation hen. She also on our nationals got the best young hen on show, and she rolls very well. So I thought that male from box 203, the white flight check cock, let me take his son then, because his daughter's already up with her uncle. So I'll take her son, which is also very nice and also a very good kid bird, and then get the dual purpose thing right, you know, show, the competition flying and showing. So this is going to be now the new box 7 pairing, and I'm quite thrilled. I'm quite excited for this. So in essence, I'm still breeding the foundation, but I'm just using a daughter.
A few moments later.
So basically, let's say you're a new person or a new guy interested in rollers. You've been watching my channel, or even Mike Tyson, or Skywatcher, or Keith London's videos, or watch all of their videos, and you're really interested to get into getting Birmingham Rollers. So one of the first things I'll do if I was you is either go on Facebook groups, find clubs, find people that you see flies good Birmingham Rollers, and ask these people, not please can I buy 2 pairs of birds from you. That's the wrong question. The right question should be is, please can I come see how your birds fly and roll, and choose some that you will allow me. Can I please choose some that you allow me to have? And then do that to either go to one guy's house for all 4, or go to 4 different guys' houses and ask the same question and see what you can get. But most important, see for yourself the birds that you're buying. Do they roll to what you've got, the image you've got in your head? Are they flying well? When they come sit and you look at the bird after relax with, is that the body type that you're looking for or wanting to breed towards? And that's the number one thing. Don't take anybody's word on anything. No matter if a guy tells you he's won X amount of competitions and he's done this and this and that, don't trust anyone. In this game, you don't trust anyone. Not saying that people are not trustworthy, but go look for yourself. Go stand under people's kids. Go see what you're looking for and what you're striving for. And then obviously some people will be more expensive than others, so it also depends on your budget and what you can afford. And then while you're in this process of acquiring birds, and going to people's houses to see how these birds are flying. Ask questions as much as possible. Don't get bogged down about the bloodline and where the original family came from. I don't know why that is still relevant. We've been breeding these birds for how many years? Just go select the best to create the image what you have in your head of what these birds should look like in the air and roll to your expectations and choose like that. But ask the breeders all the questions that you possibly can about these birds, about whatever bird you've chosen. What does the mother look like? What does the father look like? How did they fly? How did the siblings, half siblings? All of these questions to get a clear picture in your mind already of what you're buying, because you see them now flying, see how they roll, but then get a little bit of backstory. Then when all of that is done, now you get home, you sit with these two or however X amount of pairs you bought or have now you must start breeding them up. So if you bought all your pairs from one guy, it's easy to ask advice. Who should I breed with who? But if you got birds from 4 different people, now you must crossbreed these things to create your own family. You must sit for yourself, do research about a lot of things, ask questions to other fanciers, because there's a lot to take into consideration: the roll, the frequency of roll, the depth of roll. I'm a big advocate of type, the type of the bird. Take the standard, read it, and see what you want to build towards. And then it's putting them together and starting your journey and your plan, what you're gonna do. And I'll show you what I'm currently implementing regarding building my own family out of my dad's birds. But let me get to that. Just to add something before I go on, it's every hobby or every new thing you want to do has got a how-to guide. So do we in our hobby of flying Birmingham Rollers, got our own guide as well. So there's lots of books you can read or whatever, but the one I would recommend you to read is Graham Dexter's book, Winners with Spinners. And doesn't matter what year it was written, I feel it's still 100% applicable to our sport. If you follow what gets said in that book and listen to what all the old fanciers had to say and what they did, what worked for them, you can't go wrong. So I do recommend get Winners with Spinners. Guys, it will help you. I call it my Birmingham Roller Bible. So then also on top of all of that, before I go on actually, you've now gone through the entire process of visiting people's houses, looking at how their birds fly, selecting your own pigeons to breed with. It's also not a bad idea out of these people that you've met and got birds from maybe, to see who will be your mentor. Because it's not just breeding and flying these birds, it's also nutrition, feeding, training programs. And obviously if birds get sick and you can't identify by just looking at the bird or the bird's droppings, and now your birds get sick, what you're going to do. So also very important, I would say, let's get a mentor. Anyone that you see that you like what they're doing, it's a nice guy and has got the experience, ask them, listen, I'm going to breed my birds, but will you mentor me for X amount of time, X amount of years, 2 years, 3 years, a year, just so you can learn all the basics and know what to do. I do believe that's also very important.
Okay, so I don't know if there's a name for this breeding strategy, but you take one pair or both pairs, so with the one pair you do the following: so you breed them together, and then you can breed as much babies as you want out of them, and you don't necessarily have to breed only 4 birds as I'm showing you in this graph. And then you will take one of the best hens and breed them back to the father, and one of the best cocks and breed them back to the mom, and then also take a brother and sister and breed them to each other, and then get your next babies, so your F2s, if you can call it that. And then if you just follow the chart as I'm showing it here, you guys can just pause and take a screenshot, and that's how you go for 1, 2, 3 generations. By the end, if you did it correctly, it will definitely be very good birds. And with both pairs, if you do this and you're done with your F3s, then you can start taking birds from pair 1 and breed them to pair 2, the best hen and the best cock out of all of those babies, and then start doing the same thing. By the end result of that pairing, you will definitely be at something like. But just remember, selection is key. Be very, very, very strict of who you select to breed. Otherwise, the plan will fall apart. And not saying that the plan will not fall apart. I mean, anything can happen in the program, and it's going to set you back. But if everything goes well and perfect, by the end of it, it should be good.
Okay, yeah, so I hope that that did shed some light on like questions, how to build a family, how to start, or whatever. Please let me know in the comments what you think, and yeah, any questions is welcome. Yeah, so I also mentioned earlier in this video that I'm giving my hens some extra supplements to help and stuff. And guys, as you know, I'm like a big supporter of HVBR Med. I'll show you exactly what I give them now to prepare them again, and I'll also give it through the breeding season, but I'll add some other ingredients. So for first and foremost, this HVBR Med Vertical, it's got all the correct stuff on it in it. I'll try to put up here what it contains or whatever, but this is what I give them now, but cocks and hens, by the way. Then I'll also add some Intermune, because it's all over your food, by the way. And obviously to bind everything properly, HVBR gel, so that's what I'll put on the food. And then, oh wait, sorry, I'll also do liver boost, but there's only once a week, where the other stuff I'll give twice a week now to prepare them for breeding. And then also once every second week, but for now I give it once a week, is HVBR Med blood form. You guys go to the website, I'll link it down below. Go read about these things, what they do. Go look at all the other medicines and whatever. And because honestly, it's the best thing. I'm not sponsored by them, that's not why I'm talking about them. I wish I were, Dr. Ockert. But yeah.